welcome one and all from around the world, my fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It is your host, Galadon. It is episode 129 of No Cash Clash, and today, farming Dark Elixir faster than you've ever seen. Wait until you see this. Notice where we are right here, just above 90,000 Dark Elixir, right? And we've got the wall breakers working in the laboratory, but more importantly, after we drop this potion right here, we're going to check out the Archer Queen, and she needs 170,000 Dark Elixir to go to, that's right, level 40. The maxed out Archer Queen is going to happen in today's episode. That's right, we need 80,000 Dark Elixir, and we are about to trade trophies for said Dark Elixir. Now you'll notice the unusual farming army. Now the reason that this looks like it does is because we went in and sniped. Okay, so we're starting in Master League, we're going to finish in Crystal, and we're going to drop a ton of trophies. That's right, trading trophies for Dark Elixir, just partial attacks, time and time again. We are nexting until we find a base that has, just like you see right here, exposed Dark Elixir in the means of the drills or the storage or both, and then we get in there with either the baby dragons or the Archer Queen, or maybe even there's occasionally going to be slightly fuller attacks. Like you'll see right here, we take out over a third of this base in order to get to those 3 critical Dark Elixir drills. We pick up the majority of the Dark Elixir, and that's it. We're out of here. We don't have the troops to get to the core. We pick up nearly 5,000 Dark Elixir in that raid, and look at this gift right here. This is an absolutely beautiful gift of all 3 Dark Elixir drills sitting on the outside of this base. And sometimes people just do really nice things for others, and it doesn't take a lot of effort. Kind of like, you know, using code Galadon. It's so easy to do, you guys. Please, if you have a moment of your day to click settings, more settings, scroll to the bottom, type in creator code Galadon right there. It does not cost you a penny. It funds the big, huge giveaways I do and the charity giving as well. The code lasts for 7 days, and Supercell sends me about 5% of what you spend in the game during that time. So thank you guys so much for doing that. You'll notice again another very generous player right there with the drills on the outside, not as much sitting in those drills that time. But this situation occurred so many times as we dropped from Master to Crystal. You can easily do this constantly. So the general idea of any farming strategy should be to win most of your raids. Raise your trophy level as you are farming. You can obviously use any of the armies that I've been farming with for the past several months. And then once you get up to a relatively high trophy level, go ahead and snipe your way down. Just drop in a couple of troops, find the Dark Elixir drills if that's what you're after, pick up the massive Dark Elixir, and sacrifice the trophies. Repeat this, and it's actually way more efficient than just, say, dropping the Archer Queen and leaving in order to try to drop trophies to get to a range where you might be more successful at farming. Here, we're going to do 2 things at once. We want to be lower because I've told you in the past episodes that yes, Crystal League is the place to go to get the best loot. And here you go, time and time again, we find Dark Elixir drills that have not been collected around the outside of the base. Now remember, there is that tiny little receptacle. You can see that little clear box on the top left corner of the Dark Elixir drill. If it is nearly full, and you have to zoom in closely to look, if it's nearly full, then there you go. 5,000? Seriously? 5,400 Dark Elixir right there. That would be 1,800 times 3. Those were 3 completely full Dark Elixir drills that player had not collected. Here we see the Dark Elixir storage is relatively close to the outside of the base, so we went ahead, since we hadn't been using the healers, and just queen charged it. We're gonna go queen with the healers, and that's it. Gonna take out these buildings around the outside. Yes, we already took a drill out. Here comes the Dark Elixir storage next. Any moment, there it is. The Dark Elixir storage goes down, and that's pretty much all we need. That is it. We wrap up the raid and take home 2,700 Dark Elixir. Again, here you can see some drills on the top right, one on the far left, dropping the solo baby dragon. I hang out just for a second to make sure that she gets it done. Yes, I did assign that baby dragon a gender. She got the job done. Then over here, a couple of male baby dragons will drop in behind the barbarian king, and this will clear the other drill. And of course, we're going to go ahead and stick around a little bit longer here just to make sure we get that third drill that is inside the top right enclosure. So the Archer Queen eventually should head that way. You'll notice the King funneled one side, the Baby Dragon funneled the other, and here she goes. There's her ability, and we're out of here. An easy 5,664 Dark Elixir. We're moving on. Here's the Archer Queen. That's quick, like 3-second raids. And these happened again and again, where we just found so much Dark Elixir, and we didn't care if we won or lost. 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 Dark Elixir. Oftentimes, again, we would just go in, take a drill, and leave. With the Archer Queen's ability, she never had any downtime. So she would just take the drill, we'd be out of there, and we'd move on. At 900 a pop, it's crazy how fast this went. I mean, you could see the number at the top right. We're nearly up to that necessary 170,000 Dark Elixir that we wanted in order to max out the Archer Queen. There it is. We cracked 170K, and it's time. It's time to go back home, and yes, there it is. Upgrade the Archer Queen. Well, wait a minute. Okay. So, yes. Okay, so it takes her a week, and we also don't have any builders available right now, but I'm telling you right now, that was about, I'm going to say 20 minutes to pick up 80,000 Dark Elixir, and there's no reason that players can't do this all the time. You'll notice that we started in Master League, and we ended up in Crystal 2, which ideally, this is pretty much the perfect league to farm if you're Town Hall 10. I've had a great experience at Crystal 2, finding huge amounts of loot, not, of course, just Dark Elixir, but gold and Elixir as well. Now, of course, we did have, yes, all of the builders tied up, so I hadn't really thought this one ahead, and I also, to be honest, I didn't anticipate that we'd pick up 80k Dark Elixir that quickly. But seeing as we were going to have to wait for a couple of hours in order to have a builder free, we headed on over to the builder base. And of course, continuing to follow your advice, we dropped in giants and cannon carts, and we crushed. I mean, look at this. 79% 2-star. We are So, okay. We lose sometimes. Here we go. Okay, so the Wizard Tower is done. That means we've got a builder free. It is time to get in here and finally max out the Archer Queen. I am so ready for a level 40 Archer Queen. 5 million more invested in the walls. Now we've got that free builder and well over 170,000 Dark Elixir, even though I don't think we had anything left in the treasury. No, we cleared that out as well. Okay, so here we go. Finally, the moment we've been waiting for. We're going to take the Archer Queen and send her to level 40. Now, of course, this would be a 7-day upgrade, but we planned ahead and picked up a quick Book of Heroes for free. And there it was. I think that was from like the last Silver Season Pass, the free pass or whatever it was. But we had the Book of Heroes. There it is, the Archer Queen, and no skins, so that feels kind of bad. But, you know, whatever. We're obviously, by the way, despite the comments in the videos, we're not going to spend 1,500 gems on a free-to-play account to buy a skin for one of my heroes. But either way, feels good. Maxed out Archer Queen, and the base closing in every day on Town Hall 11. Now the lab, yes, of course, the lab is still an issue. We are finally going to look at getting level 6 P.E.K.K.A.s. I believe that would be the next thing on the list. You guys keep on saying that I'm regretting the P.E.K.K.A.s. It's okay. Yes, I realize the Siege Barracks is a little bit weaker without maxed out P.E.K.K.A.s for your Town Hall level, but we're going to get there. We just needed to do a little bit more raiding. We collected some treasury resources. We went in, we found a few weak bases, as you can see right here, the abandoned Town Hall 10, dropping the lightning spells in, and I mean, we can 3-star these bases without it being a dead base. When it's a dead base, it's a complete joke, let me tell you. You could swag like 6, 8, 10 baby dragons on these attacks if you need to, and the hero's gonna roll on in here. Of course, the siege machine, that stone slammer, makes a huge difference rolling in and opening up the core of the base. And yeah, okay. So these attacks were not that difficult. And again, this is after we dropped to Crystal 2, so we are finding just a huge amount of loot. I mean, base after base after base had massive amounts of loot. In fact, we could go ahead and page through a few more of these incredible raids right here. Not going to subject you to the entire raid because essentially it's just the same thing over and over again. Make sure you bring a dozen lightning spells. You got the baby dragons, got a couple of heroes. Yes, both heroes happen to be up right now in the Archer Queen. So strong at level 40. Flipping the page again, on to the next chapter. That's right, 600k Elixir. We are going to have those P.E.K.K.A.s in no time. Another 900,000 Elixir. There comes another nearly 1 million Elixir. Okay, that wasn't the big one, but here comes the big one right here. Check this one out as we close in on the town hall. And yes, that's right. That's 6. Count them. 6 swagged baby dragons and another 2 million loot raid right there, easily surpassing the number we needed to upgrade those P.E.K.K.A.s. So I believe we're good. It's time to pop back on over to the lab. And I have to say, this single episode, I might have looted more than any other episode in the history of the channel. But there it is. The P.E.K.K.A.s going to level 6, 8 days. 8 days. All right, so we definitely want to use any potions that we have for that. And we're feeling good. Town Hall 11 is closing in every single day. Let's go ahead and pop on over to the status report. Check it out. Big drop in trophies, but like I said, that's where you probably want to be to raid. So the builder base, not going all that great, but you know, that's okay. For gems, we spent a few more today. We are closing in on trying to get back up to 1,000 gems. I think that would be my goal, to try to restore that before we spend any more. The heroes, let's go, Archer Queen, level 40. The best raid was this whole episode. And my next goals are to get that Barbarian King to level 40 as well. Galafam, true Galafam, that's you. Thank you for sticking around all the way to the end of the episode. That's why I love, think about, and appreciate every single one of you every single day. So make the best of the rest of your day. If you go outside, wear a mask, socially distance, be kind to other people, animals, and blood. I'll see you back here again tomorrow for Full X. Galadon, not gonna lie, that was a lot of loot.